I've been driving over this bridge for years and I always look down because right here is a narrow, shallow gorge. This is it here. The gorge does have this habit of turning away to the right, which is leading the eye out of the frame, but I really can't do much else. Go a little bit wider, push it down a little bit. I really do want some of that sky. And that way it's not leading you out completely. In fact, it's going behind some trees. But I'm going F8 to slow the shutter down to 0.3 of a second. And that should hopefully slow the water down enough. Sun to throw some golden light into here. I'm going to grab my telephoto and go across the other side. It's a bit tricky really because there's all this infrastructure here which is going to get in the way. What I do like is this sort of square here. So I'm going to get my longer lens, hope my long lens isn't too long, and shoot a couple of shots there. It's a little bit scrappy, like there's a fridge in the water, people throw stuff away all the time. But I really do like that rock island and the stone behind it. I'm going to give that a go. Let's see if I can do this without a tripod and get everything in. So what I'm doing, I'm just concentrating on a small area. So this is the sort of thing I'm looking at. I've just got half of that rock island, the cascades going down beside it and the cliff behind. Okay, and I'll try a vertical comp as well. As you can see through my lens, got a fridge sort of down the bottom here. I'm just gonna have to get that out. I don't know how yet, but I've got to try something. Oh yeah, the cars. Starting to get some light on the other side, so I'll bring you over and show you what's going on. Those greens are really starting to push up. The water's still doing what the water does. And I think this might actually be a slightly better composition than where I was before. The plan now is to... What is the plan? I've decided to change my composition a little. So where I was before, I had the water going directly underneath me. But I felt like it was just a little bit overbalanced on one side. So what I'm going to try and do now is get the gorge down the middle, and the water is just going to have to run off to the bottom right hand corner. I'm just angling the camera a little bit so that the water's got a bit more of a curve to it. I've got the rocks in the bottom. Okay, what I'm trying to do is not get the sky in, but get as much of the gorge as I possibly can whilst getting as much down below as I can, which is pretty tricky. I've got it sitting right on 24mm. I do have the 15 in the car, but I think that might be a little bit too much. While I'm waiting for the sun to come through, I'm just going to try and get a few isolated shots. See if there's a few minor scenes that I can pull out with my long lens. I've got this really nice cascade. It's a huge chunk of water. You'll see it on my camera here. Don't ever think you've got to have a wide angle. The wide angle lens is really great, it gives you the entire scene, but I tell you, at 180 millimeters, pulling out the detail in the water flowing between the rocks is excellent. I'll give you a look at those photos now. So there's this one bit which is just coming down through here. I want to be able to get that leading straight down the camera if I can. A bit further. Yeah, I think this is good. So I'm only just getting it in the frame. Even where the bubbles are finally dissipating, it's just going off the bottom of the frame. But I need to have a bit of the cascade at the top. But I think it's really nice. And you know, this is the thing. I've come here to get one shot and I've found some really lovely shots that if I hadn't have stopped and taken the time waiting for the sun to come up, I would never have found it. Going to get a few more abstract shots in. I really don't think there's anything else I can do today. The sun isn't playing nice, the clouds are in the way. So I'm going to call it a day. If you like these videos, please give us a like, subscribe, maybe even get the notification bell if you really want to keep up to date. But in the meantime, check out these last photos. Thanks for watching, and we'll have another one soon. And wouldn't you know it, here comes the sun. That's lighting up beautifully. It just goes to show that you really should just wait that little bit longer. Don't just give up. This light is beautiful now. And I think I've finally got the right composition. Just amazing. You can see now that the light is hitting the left-hand side, but not the right-hand side. And that gives a real sense of separation and depth as the river goes around the corner. This is exactly what I wanted, but I was too impatient.